morning. It's Monday, 16th of May 2016. I am Darsha Ponnambalam and you are listening Athavan News. The main highlight of today's Daily Mirror says, rain wreaks havoc. Heavy rain was experienced all over the country with the breakout of the intermonsoon. The Kol, Kalathura, Ratnapura, Badulla, Monrakala and Nuwara districts were the worst affected. Several areas were facing flood threat and the danger of the earth slips. Landslide warning. The National Building Research Organization yesterday issued a warning of landslide in several areas in the backdrop of the depression that had settled in Sri Lanka. The another highlight says, FM confirms paying MR's travel expenses to Uganda. The travel expense of former President Mahinda Rajapaksa for his visit to Uganda was paid by the Foreign Affairs Ministry on a directive by Foreign Affairs Minister Mangala Samaravira. Ministry's Overseas Administration Division Director General confirmed on Saturday. The another news says, MR is entitled to have such facilities. Former President Mahinda Rajapaksa is entitled to be facilitated by the state for his travel expenses on official tours such as the Uganda trip. According to the law governing benefits for retired presidents in the President's Entitlement Act No. 4 of 1986, his private secretary Udit Lokbandara said yesterday. The highlight at the bottom says, Mangala tells MR, hate creed clouding your judgment. Foreign Affairs Minister Mangala Samaravira in a letter to former President Mahinda Rajapaksa has requested him to retire gracefully from politics and enjoy a happy retirement. There is a news says, FCID refers 36 files for AG's advice. The Police Financial Crimes Investigation Division investigating allegations of mega-scale fraud and corruption involving top politicians of the previous regime said only 5 cases had been taken up in courts out of 41 completed files. With that story, let's move to the highlights on Ceylon today. The highlight at the top says, floods imminent. Should showers persist 2 more days? The Department of Meteorology issued landslide warnings in Kurunegala, Monrakala, Badulla, Ratnapura, Kandy, Gekale and Nuwara districts yesterday and warned that there will be floods if the current rainy weather continues for 2 more days. The current weather conditions will continue today as well. Several areas around Colombo were also subjected to floods and strong winds. The highlight in the middle says, International probe on CBK Tenture 2 is needed. An international inquiry should be held regarding alleged incidents of war crimes during the tenure of former President Chandrika Bandaranaike Kumaratunga. TNA Provincial Councillor M.K. Sivajilingam said he made this statement attending an event at Navalar called Jaffna, commenting on a statement Kumaratunga made while holding discussion with UN representatives recently, stating that an investigation should be held regarding war crimes conducted during the Rajapaksa regime. Sivajilingam said that war crimes also took place during Kumaratunga's tenure. There's a news says, countering threats to Premier's safety. Prime Minister's Security Division has stated in a report that the Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe's security, especially the vehicle security, should be improved due to apparent threats to PM's safety. In a statement made, the Minister of Law and Order Sakala Ratnayaka on Saturday, in response to the inquiry made by the Chief Opposition Whip of Parliament Andra Kumara Dissanayake, stated that 2 vehicles are being purchased by the Prime Minister's office. New laws needed to regulate MPs. Legal experts claim that new regulations should be formulated to prevent politicians from taking part in ceremonies that tarnish the image of Sri Lanka. Human rights activist and attorney at law S.D. Punjiheve said this, commenting on the fact that former President and Member of Parliament Mahinda Rajapaksa took part in a ceremony which was attended by a wanted person by the International Criminal Court in Uganda. Finally, I am taking a quick look at the highlights on Daily News. Landslide warning as heavy rains lash island. Low pressure area in vicinity of Sri Lanka. Highest rainfall from Pothuwil, Colombo records 76.4 mm, Trincomalee 90.2 mm. Several roads inundated, spill gates open. 2 missing, over 7,000 affected. Meteorology Department officials warned of incessant rain and thunder showers throughout the country today as well due to a low pressure area developed in the vicinity of Sri Lanka. The another highlight says, kidnapped youth left near clock tower. The 20-year-old son of a wealthy businessman in Variapola, kidnapped by a gang with a demand for a ransom of 20 million rupees, had been left near a clock tower in Nikkavaratia early yesterday. Of the two suspects arrested, one is a tuition master. There is a news says, polling referred in Aravakuriki after has 4 votes charge. Voting in Tamil Nadu's Aravakuriki Assembly constituency will now be held on May 23rd instead of today, when the rest of the state has to vote. The Election Commission has said amid charges that candidates had political parties had bribed voters. The highlight at the bottom says, work on new church stopped due to rain. Work on a new church to replace St. Anthony's Church in Kachadivu has been stopped not due to any Indian influence but because of bad weather, Navy Commander Vice Admiral Ravindra Vijayaratna said. That's all for today's newspaper highlights, and join us tomorrow too. Thank you.